It's the same day, but I just put my hood on because it's cold. By the way, this is where I am. It's pretty groovy. Old quarry. So on episode 3 here about truth, I want to pull some things together. I was struck by the idea that there might be something non-neutral about truth. It could be objective and non-neutral, but I didn't know how to make any sense of that, so I kind of put it aside. But it got me thinking about what could possibly be that way, utterly non-neutral, without it being an opinion. And I got to thinking it's about inherency. And now I was able to pull out that old mental model of objective and multi-subjective. And I take a look at the multi-subjective model again. This sphere, and lined with the eyes of all observers. And I started to say, what would a fact look like? What would a belief look like? And what would the truth look like? If we were going to look not for a super fact like I thought I was finding before, okay, what would the truth look like? And I found this, that imagine all observers. Truth would look like a point in the dead center of that sphere. All observers would all recognize that that is a fact, that that one point represents a fact. It marks a fact, but it has no dimension. It means nothing yet. It is an uninterpreted fact, which doesn't really exist for us humans. We interpret it immediately, but imagine a bare, brute, full, necessary fact, and all observers would see it, the marker of it, in the same place. But as soon as we start to make interpretations or meaning out of it, it gets dimension. Keep in mind that if we talk about a fact being a point in the middle of the sphere, a point has no dimensions, so there's no sides. The moment we give it meaning or interpretation, opinion, belief, it gets sides, it gets dimension, because it becomes packed around that point. And that's where we get different views of things, and so we'll never agree, because this thing now has dimension. What would truth even look like? It would look like a light in the center. It isn't something we would all see identically, although it would be identical to all viewers. It is not something that we all agree with. It's something that agrees with all of us and shines on all things equally.